aren't actually passive, they're just delayed. The work isn't removed, it's just front-loaded, you know? Ironically, passive income wasn't even born from some kind of wealth strategy. It was actually born from a tax problem. So let's rewind to the 1980s for a moment. Part 2, the IRS backstory. Now, in 1986, the IRS introduced the term passive income as a legal category specifically to stop wealthy individuals from using fake investment losses to erase their tax bills. So, here's how it worked. Okay, imagine you're a high-earning lawyer making $500,000 a year. You invest in a real estate partnership, something you're not actively involved in. That property on paper loses $200,000 that year, not because it failed, but because of things like depreciation, interest, and paper losses. So, you, the lawyer, take that $200,000 loss and subtract it from your $500,000 income. You only pay taxes on $300,000 in that case. That is a massive tax advantage. You didn't lift a finger on that property, you didn't lose your cash, but you still got a write-off. Now, wealthy people use this trick called the passive loss loophole to legally avoid paying millions in taxes by stacking paper losses from investments they barely touched. The IRS saw what was happening and cracked down with a new rule. You cannot use passive losses to offset active income anymore. And just like that, the term passive income was born. Now, the point wasn't to create a financial movement, the point was to protect the tax system. But decades later, marketers rebranded it into something else entirely. The modern-day fantasy of money for nothing, and trust us, okay? It is absolutely a fantasy. And you don't want a fantasy of the good life, do you? No, you want the real thing. And this channel, we exactly that. We deliver the lessons and stories you need to learn from to make it happen for yourself in a fraction of the time. By compounding wisdom every day from industry experts, telling you how they built their success, showing you how to apply these newfound skills in your life, your growth will become exponential, my friend. So, if you're ready to stop playing small and finally commit to making more money and improving your life, subscribe to this channel. Even better, turn on the notification so you will be notified whenever we post a new video. In the meantime though, let's get back to today's topic. Reality. Now, let's be clear, okay? There is no such thing as truly passive income. What actually exists are cash-generating assets. And while that might sound like the same thing in theory, in practice it is completely different. Assets don't appear out of thin air, okay? They require capital, meaning serious money, time, and not just a few weeks. We're talking years and expertise, a lot of it. So when people ask, how do I earn passive income? The better question is, how do I build or buy an asset that throws off cash flow? Because that's really what this is. And almost all of the so-called passive income out there comes from one of 5 asset types. So let's break them down.